Dear student, let me start the topic ionization enthalpy. What is ionization enthalpy? So, when the electron in an atom attracted by positive charge nucleus remove an electron from an atom, so energy has to supplied. This energy required to remove an electron from isolated gaseous atom in its ground states. It is known as ionization enthalpy. So, the energy required to remove the electron, it is known as ionization enthalpy in a simple way. So, it's expressed in unit kilojoule per mole or electron volt per atom or kilocalorie per mole. So, 1 electron volt is equal to 96.49 kilojoule per mole or equal to 23.06 kilocalorie per mole. So these are the unit of calculate the ionization enthalpy. The next one is successive ionization enthalpy. Means the energy required to remove subsequent next from first electron from an atom in the gaseous state is known as successive ionization enthalpy. Means after when the one electron is removed from the orbital, so another one electron if we want to remove, so this type of energy is known as successive ionization enthalpy, and these are variation in it. For example, first ionization enthalpy when the first electron removed from an orbital, for example, is if a substance X is in gaseous state and become into the cation X positive monovalent ion and remove the one electron. So this type of energy is known as ionization enthalpy first ionization enthalpy. So energy required or enthalpy change means the sign is denoted delta H when most loosely bound electron is removed from an isolated gaseous atom is known as ionization enthalpy first. The second ionization enthalpy, which is belong to IE2. So when in a cation X positive and become into the X2 positive means a divalent cation or bivalent cation. For example, in the case of magnesium Mg2 positive, so the second electron is removed. So this is known as IE2, ionization enthalpy second. So energy required or enthalpy change to remove second loosely bound electron. Ionization enthalpy are always positive. The smaller value of ionization enthalpy, the easier it is to remove the electron from the atom. So these are second ionization enthalpy, the first ionization enthalpy, and you understood the enthalpy change, the variation in enthalpy when the electron are removed known as a ionization enthalpy. So there are many factors to governing the ionization enthalpy. They are affected to the ionization enthalpy portions. First one, the size of atom. Ionization enthalpy depend upon the distance between the electron and the nucleus, and the attractive force between electron and nucleus is inversely proportional to the distance between them. It becomes easier to remove the electron for big distance from ionization enthalpy decreases with increase in atomic size. It means we can easily remove the electron if the atomic size is great. For example, in a case of alkali metals, if we want to remove the electron from cesium is a big atom, so we remove easily, means the ionization enthalpy is lower. But if we want to remove the electron from lithium atom, so the more energy is required because the size of lithium is so small and the size of cesium is very great. Next one is the charge on the nucleus. Attractive force increase with increase in nuclear charge. So therefore, with increase in the nuclear charge, it becomes more difficult to remove an electron and ionization enthalpy increase. This condition when the charge of a nucleus is increased, and so it's very difficult to remove the electron. For example, if we move in a period, so the size of atom will also decrease and nuclear charge is increased, so it's difficult to remove the electron. The third factor are screening effect of the inner electrons. In multi-electron atoms, the outermost electron are shielded or screened from the nucleus by the inner electron. This is known as shielding effect or screening effect. As a result, outermost electron does not feel the full charge of an atom, so the actual charge felt by an electron is termed as effective nuclear charge, ZF. So screening effect also a factor. So effective nuclear charge ZF is equal to total nuclear charge Z minus screening effect or screening constant. So hence increase in the number of inner electrons tends to decrease the ionization enthalpy, because the screening electrons are protect to the they are not affected the total nuclear charge of the outer electrons. So if the screening effect increase, so ionization enthalpy also decrease. So students, next the fourth factor are known as a penetration effect of electrons. So S is greater than P, then greater than D, and F is a lowest value and S is a greatest value. So if penetration power of the electron is more, it will be closer to nucleus and ionization enthalpy will be high. For the same cell, the ionization enthalpy would be more to remove S electron than the energy required to remove a P electron, which in turn will be more that for the removal of D electron and so on. So student, if the orbital is S orbital, so it is difficult to remove the electron, but if the orbital is P, D or F, so it's easy to remove the electrons, because the S is near to the nucleus, so it can hold electron very strongly comparison than F orbital. F orbital is far away from the nucleus, so the removing of electron is a easy way. So ionization enthalpy also decrease when the electrons is in F orbital, but ionization enthalpy is great if the electron are found in a S orbital. So this is known as a penetration effect of electrons. Fifth one is known as electronic arrangement. Half-filled and completely filled cells have extra stability associated with them. For example, if the orbital are the P can maximum hold the P subcell hold the maximum 6 electron, and if they have P3 configuration, so it's stable, or P6 configuration is also stable. In a case of D orbital, D subcell, D can hold maximum 10 electrons, so that if they have 5 electrons, so they are stable, and if they have 10 electrons, so they are also have in a stable state. So in a stable state, difficult to remove the electron, means ionization enthalpy is great. So these are the examples. So noble gases have the most stable electronic configuration, NS2 NP6. They have high ionization enthalpy, and elements like beryllium, their configuration are 1s2 2s2, and magnesium 1s2 2p6 3s2 have completely filled orbitals and their ionization enthalpy are high. So if this type questions are made, you can easily say the answer by the electric configuration, because they are in stable form, so their ionization enthalpy is high. And a third one, elements like nitrogen, their configuration are 1s2 2s2 2px1 2py1z and 2pz1, means half filled, so they is in a stable form. And phosphorus 15 configuration are 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3px1 3py1 and 3pz1, also have half filled, so they are hence they need more large energy to remove electrons. So student, these are the factors. You can easily first the electronic arrangement of electrons, penetration effect of electrons, and the screening effect, charge on the nucleus, and size of atom. These are 5 factors which are affected the ionization enthalpy. So let me start the next segment. So variation of ionization enthalpy in a periodic table. Minimum ionization enthalpy found in alkali metals, and maximum is in noble gases, because noble gases has completely filled orbitals comparison than alkali metals. Alkali metals have only 1 electrons in a principal quantum number, ns1, so they are easy, they have lower ionization enthalpy. Variation along a period, ionization enthalpy increase with increasing nuclear charge, atomic number. This is due to the decrease in atomic size. Some irregulations also find this is due to the half filled or completely filled configuration, which have extra stability. Means when we go to the period, So ionization enthalpy increase because the nuclear charge or atomic number is decreasing on atomic size is difficult to remove the electrons, so the ionization enthalpy increase. But variation down a group, gradual decrease due to nuclear charge increase, and additional main energy shall increase in shielding effect. So ionization enthalpy of some elements in kilojoule per mole are showing. So when we go down in a group, so ionization enthalpy is also going on decrease. For example, you have in a tabular form, you can see easily hydrogen ionization enthalpy is 1312.0, lithium 520.3 because it's a smaller size. If we comparison to the bottom side cesium in a group, so it's only 374.5. So easily you justify the cesium has more reactive or their ionization enthalpy low, means easy to remove electrons in a cesium but difficult to remove the electron in a case of hydrogen. If we take the second period, lithium. So lithium ionization enthalpy is 520.3 because its a size is a greater comparison than other member. If we come into the neon, so neon is inert gas, their ionization enthalpy is 2080.4 kilojoule per mole. Noble and halogen also has the great ionization enthalpy. Oxygen family also had the great ionization enthalpy. It is why the tabular form you can easily justify or easily say that the alkali metals have lower ionization enthalpy, means reactive and remove the electron easily. Their nature are electropositive, but if we comparison to the neon and inert gases family or halogen family or oxygen family, so it's difficult to remove the electron because their size are in a period they have a smallest size and stable configuration, so remove the electron are difficult. So students, so variation in a successive ionization enthalpy is the next segment. So the energy required to remove subsequent means next after first electron from the atom in a gaseous state. For example, if the metal is in a gaseous state, we remove the one electron, so an enthalpy is required. For example, in a case of lithium, remove one electron and we come into the lithium ion. Their configuration are 1s2 2s1. When they release the electrons, their configuration become into 1s2. Ionization enthalpy is 120 kilojoule per mole. The successive case, M positive, the IE2 become into M2 positive and remove the second electron. For example, in lithium, IE2, Li2 positive become into ionic condition, bivalent cation. Remove the second electron. So the in a first case, lithium positive has configuration are stable 1s2 and they become into Li2 positive. Their configuration are 1s1 and they remove one electron. So you know very well the IE2 is very great, 7298 kilojoule per mole, because in lithium ion they have stable configuration because s orbital maximum hold the 2 electrons. So student, if you have seen on a display, IE1 522 kilojoule per mole is a smaller comparison than IE2. The reason is because Li3 in 1s to 2s1, so 2s1 electrons is easily removed, but when we want to remove the 1s2 electron, it is in stable configuration, so it is difficult and great, and they have greater ionization enthalpy. Second example belong to beryllium. Beryllium configuration are 1s2 2s2, and when they become into beryllium ion, their configuration become into 1s2 2s1 and ionization enthalpy is 899 kilojoule per mole. But when they become into beryllium ion and we want to remove the second electron, so 1s2 2s1 is the configuration become into 1s2, so the IE2 is 1758 kilojoule per mole. It's a greater comparison than first one. The next case is the trivalent cation. For example, in a case of aluminium, M remove one electrons, IE1 is required, M positive, and second electron want to remove IE2. So aluminium become into aluminium ion and aluminium ion become into Al2 positive bivalent, and in a third case Al2 positive become into Al3 positive and they become into trivalent cation. So their configuration in a aluminium in a ground state, it is 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p1 3p1. When the one electron removed, so they have stable configuration 1s2 2s2 2p6 and 3s2. And the IE1 you easily see on your display. The IE1 577 kilojoule per mole. The first ionization enthalpy 577, second is 1795, and third ionization enthalpy is great, it is 2758 kilojoule per mole. The reason is because in IE1 condition they get in ionic condition are a stable configuration, so require more energy. In Al2 positive, their s orbital is also half filled, so in a stable form. And when we want to remove the 3s1 electron, so it's half filled condition, so they have larger ionization enthalpy. So student, the successive ionization enthalpy is great comparison than first ionization enthalpy. Now in the case of aluminium, in case of beryllium, in a case of lithium, you can easily, in a pause condition of this video, you can easily understood. So there are some questions based on this topic. First one, NCERT 3.14 question. What is the significance of the term isolated gaseous atom and ground state while defining the ionization enthalpy and electron gain and enthalpy? So isolated gaseous atom means atom should be free from other atom in a gaseous state, means they are not bound by their lattice, and atom free to their crystal or metal lattice. So it's free to remove the electron easily because they are not bound in a crystal lattice system. And the crystal lattice system we also discussed in our next chapters, and also in a class 12th, it's a big topic in a solid chapter. So ground state, lowest energy state possible for an atom, and where electrons free face effective nuclear charge, known as a ground state. NCERT 3.15 question is belong to today's topic. Energy of an electron is around state of the hydrogen atom is minus 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule. Calculate the ionization enthalpy of atomic hydrogen in terms of joule per mole. So ionization enthalpy is the amount of energy required to remove the electron from ground state to infinity. So energy E1 of electron in ground state are given in a numerical minus 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule. Energy means E2 of electron at infinity is 0. So energy required to remove electron is equal to delta E. Delta is equal to E2 minus E1, means 0 minus 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule. So they become into the positive way, 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule. So amount of energy required to remove 1 mole of electron from 1 mole of hydrogen atom is equal to, we multiply these above value delta E by the Avogadro number, so the value is come 13.150 into 10 to the power 5 joule per mole. So student, these are the question based on this today's topic. Next one, question 3.16. Among the second period element, the actual ionization enthalpy are in the order lithium, boron, beryllium, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine, and neon. Explain why. These are segments in this question. Beryllium has higher delta IH, means ionization enthalpy, than boron. So this question is answer is beryllium configuration of 1s2 2s2 is greater than boron. Boron configuration of 1s2 2s2 2p1, means they have not stable configuration. So beryllium has more stable configuration, completely filled 2s orbital, than boron, said they have higher ionization enthalpy. Or their next one, oxygen has lower delta IH than nitrogen and fluorine. So configuration of oxygen are 1s2 2s2 2px2 2py1 and 2pz1. So 2px2 orbital face electron repulsion, while nitrogen 1s2 2s2 2px1 2py1 2pz1 have stable half filled p orbital. So that's the reason that oxygen has lower ionization enthalpy comparison than nitrogen and fluorine, because oxygen face the electron repulsion. So in this way they have small ionization enthalpy. Student, next question is 3.17. In this question, how would you explain the fact that the first ionization enthalpy of sodium is lower than that of magnesium, but its second ionization enthalpy is higher than that of a magnesium? So first we divide the question to two segments. In case of sodium, have stable configuration when one electron is removed. So easy to remove was s orbital in Na11, but when they in a cation way, so their ionization enthalpy is great because 1s2 2s2 2p6 p orbital are fully filled, so stable configuration, so stable s orbital electron in sodium. In case of a magnesium, the ionization enthalpy is s orbital stable in magnesium, and in a Mg positive they are 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s1, and Mg2 positive 1s2 2s2 2p6, so electron easy to remove s orbital in magnesium. So that's why IE1 in Na11 is smaller than IE1 in a case of magnesium, because in a sodium has IE1 condition, magnesium has 3s1 electron, but in a ground state they have 3s2 means stable configuration, and sodium is 3s1 means not a stable configuration, so their ionization enthalpy is lower than magnesium. But in a case of ionic condition, magnesium has lower ionization enthalpy, because greater ionization enthalpy, because when they become into Na positive they have stable configuration 1s2 2p6, but in IE2 the magnesium has condition of 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s1, so it's easy to remove in this case, so magnesium has non-stable configuration. So student, let we start question 3.11. It also based on this point. The first ionization enthalpy values in kilojoule per mole of group 13 elements are: boron is 801, aluminium 577, gallium 579, indium 558, and tellurium 589. So how would you explain these deviations from the general trend? So in group when first ionization enthalpy going on decrease, in gallium DD penetration power less the outer electron held strongly by the nucleus. So same in tellurium, FF penetration power less the outer electron held strongly by the nucleus. So this question is answered by the penetration power. So the DD penetration power is less comparison than FF penetration power. So that's a reason that tellurium has lower ionization for 589 and boron has higher ionization enthalpy. So question 3.24, describe the theory associated with the radius of an atom as it gain an electron and lose an electron. So when the gain an electron, so radius of an atom increase, but when the lose an electron, radius of an atom going on decrease. Would you expect the first ionization enthalpy for two isotopes of the same element to be same or different? Justify your answer. So isotopes almost same ionization enthalpy because protons are equal to electrons in neutral atoms, so only the number of neutrons are different. So isotopes have similar ionization enthalpy, it's not a variation in it. So student, I hope this video is more informative for you, and these are the some numerical based on the NCERT portion related to today's video, and these are the way to stable configuration, unstable configuration you can easily say about the ionization enthalpy. So these are three examples: lithium, beryllium, and aluminium. In a pause condition you can read about this and totally learn by this video. This is in a tabular form are showing the ionization enthalpy of the various elements. In this case the variation along a period, variation down a period group. These are the factors: electronic arrangement is a fifth factor, penetration effect of electron Fourth factor is screening effect, also affected charge on the nucleus and size of atom. And it is the what is the ionization enthalpy in this segment, you can easily read out for this. So student, I hope this video is more informative for you. So thanks a lot, thank you very much. We will meet in the next video.